My name is Curtis Sullivan, and I am the owner and founder of Eternal Tides. We offer an alternative to cremation with a process called aquamation. We're also Fargo and North Dakota's only service provider for alkaline hydrolysis aquamation, and we also have an animal funeral home that we facilitate to allow people to come and celebrate and mourn and remember and say goodbye to their friends. So I met my agent through Goldmark Commercial at a Chamber of Commerce event, a year and a half ago, and we hit it off on an interpersonal level, and we got to be friends pretty quickly, and we actually met right here in Drecker for the first time as friends and peers, and I told him about my idea and where I wanted to go, and he helped me unpack what were my needs and how I could do that. And I had known some of the really specific needs that were going to have to happen, such as 9-foot ceilings, a garage door, the very specific things, light industrial zoning. And so I told him what I wanted to do and some of the limitations. And it wasn't even a business call at first, it was just friends. And then it was, how can we find a good place for this? When I had put together my list of needs to be successful based on space and very specific zoning requirements, etc., I had brought those to my agent and identified, this is what I need, this is what the law dictates, etc., and then also as far as like the mechanism of what I need to do. And with that, my agent not only provided, I think the first run was probably 18 different locations, but my agent also was very easy to work with. So I went through those images or those locations that he had sent me, and I was like, nope, yes, based on like budget and size and da. So we whittled that down to 10, and then my agent went with me to all 10, right? And I know that that's pretty standard with agents, but we talked through the whole experience. We looked at what we were trying to do. He shared his opinion without being pushy about it, right? So he's, oh, well, when we look at this, this might be good for that aspect, but you're probably gonna have to put a little more work into this thing. And so helping me through that as an agent was really helpful. But I think on top of that, my agent also helped me with some of the other aspects of the business that I was maybe not ready to see, because when you're starting a business, especially a new kind of funky business like mine, and you have a lot of parameters and limitations, you often don't think about, okay, well, budget-wise, like if I get a place for this much rent and this is gonna be the CAM, etc., you kind of forget, okay, well, how much am I gonna have to invest to make this look like I want it to look? And I think that was helpful for me. So my agent did a great job of that stuff. I think if you know what you want and you know your limitations and you know that your budget and the things that you're aiming at, working with Goldmark was very easy. My agent was personable and we're certainly friends outside of that role, but I think professionally my agent really met that expectation and exceeded in a lot of ways. So Goldmark Commercial, I would recommend, especially to kind of newer businesses that need maybe a little hand holding along the way, and I think that can be a really productive relationship.